No 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 go so no 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 go so from you never lie with another man in a bed tell them it's a nothing no go so and you never sex a girl when she on a cold red tell them it's a nothing no go so and you never build a shoulder muscle with your third leg tell them it's a nothing no go so no girl never kiss him after she don't give you head tell them it's a nothing no go so well in a bed with man and woman should have gone caress. So fire burn the people where they with the same sex. No matter how you honey and no matter how you less. No girl not for use your cocky as a coat.
We don't really know how we were selected to speak in the top 10. I'm gonna assume it was voting on the best looking kids on the team. I agree.
Number 10, at the pasta parties it would get pretty boring, so we need some entertainment. And Jimmy and Kyle decided to have eat-offs where they would try stuffing as many meatballs in their mouth as physically possible. And they made a mess of things, so sorry to the moms for the pasta parties.
Kyle spit the meatballs everywhere. Number 9 is Adam Tamburillo's goal celebration after he shot like a 40-yard shot. I'd like to have Clay or Kyle demonstrate this celebration. Start out with a kick. Lefty, lefty, lefty. Take it back, take it back. You have to go lefty. Classic.
Alright, so, one day we had a Sunday practice, and this hawk flies down on a tree, and it's just perched there on the tree. And for a solid 20 minutes, Daruba and the hawk were just dead staring each other right in the face. It was one of the weirdest things. Like, we were trying to practice, and we saw them just, it was the most intense stare down I've ever seen in my life. And then Noni tried to come over with like a camera phone to like take a picture of the bird, and flew away. Daruba was very disappointed. It was a mess.
Some people may not get this one, but I'm just going to say it. Reade had an uncanny ability to get gum stuck on his shorts. That's it.
One practice, Alex Joseph and Kyle somehow collided heads, and it wasn't even a head ball, they were like down here, which is weird because they're both tall. So they collided heads, and Kyle got a gash on his eye and started bleeding profusely. And instead of reacting like a normal human being, he decided to take the opportunity to be sarcastic about it and just started screaming and running around the field as blood was dripping down. So you're supposed to act on that, but that's cool. We'd like to call up Joe Buffalino for this next one. If you could just skedoodle. On the hop. Timing you. This is number 5. Crash.
Thanks a lot, Joe. Next one, number 4. The girls brought it up. Daruba versus Morenberg, grudge match on the turf. It was incredible because, little story here. Daruba thinks that the turf field is ours. And I agree with you, it is ours. I mean, we did beat Brentwood, right? But besides that, the girls are on the other half of the varsity and we're having a lackadaisical practice, to say the least, and Daruba decides to walk over and wrestle Morenberg to the ground. And I couldn't watch, it gave me nightmares, that's all I gotta say.
Alright, so number 3 is, for those of you who don't know, after each win in the locker room, the boys varsity team would have an intense dance session. shirtless and pantsless. Come to think about it, I probably shouldn't be telling this to most of you guys.
I'd like to clarify that. The only people with their shirts and pants off were Reade and Kyle.
Enough has been said. And for number 2.
Nothing goes.
Oh yeah, nothing goes. Yeah, it was a song we ended. Number 2 is they took our jobs.
They took our jobs! They took our jobs! They took our
And the last one, I don't know what day this was, but there was some poor innocent girl riding her bike on the track. She's on a... The girl couldn't have been more than 7. Riding up...
She was 4. Still training wheels on the bike.
Actually, so she couldn't fall over. It's a big bike with a basket on it. And Daruba, in his ways, decided to come over and furiously yelling at this girl, saying, "Get off the field! Get off right now! What are you doing?" And just started freaking out of it.
At first, the girl didn't know what to do. She looked at him like a panic. There was so much fear in her eyes. We didn't know if he was serious or not.
I'd like to bring up a quick point. We were pretty mad at Drew for doing this, so afterwards, he tried going up and apologizing to the little girl, and she refused to shake his hand. Sprinted off the field calling, "Mommy, Mommy, help me!"
And that was number 1.
Thank you, boys varsity soccer, and for that entertaining top 10.